What's up, everybody? It's been a while. Decided to take a little bit of a break. We're just putting ourselves back together, getting our stream online. I decided to go have a little look at Dune Awakening. I have been on No Man's Sky, but we've had guests, so I haven't been able to stream very much. But I figured today I'm going to jump back into Dune Awakening. And I did jump in earlier, only to find somebody trying to hack my base, take my base. Yeah, so I think I've just got to get some power back into my base, do that for a little bit now, and then we'll see. I mean, I was trying to get one of the quests done from the new editions that came in January, I think, and at that point I'd been away for 8 months. Now we're all the way into August already. Doesn't time fly? So yeah, I've had to repair all of my ships out here because all of the shields were down. It turns out that they decided to turn the power, if you like, the use of power back up to normal. So everyone's bases were dry, mine especially. So we're a little bit low, so I need to do some power runs now. We have got 11 days of power, so that's okay at the moment. But as you can see, I've had to rely on these generators again. So we'll put these away into a room as well once I get the rest of the power up. So without further ado, here's what we've got to do. First of all, we've got to go and get some flower sand first. So we'll be heading kind of south of our main base. Just want to make sure I've got space in my inventory for it. Oh, I've still got that spice residue. I'm like, why am I so heavy? I've just got some spice residue I need to put away. So we'll quickly put that away there. There we go, that drops away off. Now, normally I would just take my scout and fill that up. But we need a lot of flower sand. So I think probably our best bet is to take the assault ornithopter and use that. So that's what we're going to do. It's a little more risky because it's not quite as fast at getting away from the worms as the other ones, as the scout. So, but that's okay. We're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. So the worms are very active now. It used to be that you could go down to places like this and you could get as much flower sand as you liked, and the worms hardly touched you. But now, yeah, not so much. Now you've got to be a bit quicker, which means I need to turn my volume up, because as soon as I start getting this, we will be getting worms on ours. So we've got to be fairly quick. You know, I had a dream about this the other night, that we were actually able to ride the worms. So that's going to be pretty cool if they actually enable that. I know they've got a couple of expansions coming. There's a new DLC coming that's been announced, so that's going to be good. Now I want to try and keep our noise down as much as we can, but our compactor makes a lot of noise, and it will attract worms from a long way away. But we're going to try and do this slowly. I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but yeah, that's what we want to try and do. Just wait for a second, see if a worm comes by. Okay, it's nothing there. Let's try again. No, we'll just activate them. Okay, the worm's here. So we're going to get straight in here. He's already quick. They're very quick, these worms now. I mean, he didn't even spend half the time looking as you usually do. Usually they have a good look, but yeah, not so much. Alright, so we should be okay. While we're in the air, I do want to quickly check that all of my sound and everything's working, because I know we've had some issues with that before. Especially with Tickfinity as well. We need to activate our Tickfinity. We haven't done that yet. So let's get that active too. and once that's live, at least then we'll hear people joining and talking, which sometimes I do miss, especially playing games like this when I've got to focus. That's the old ADHD focus for you. Super focus! I have got some weight on there I shouldn't actually have. I shouldn't be taking things like this while I'm doing this. But it's okay. We're okay. We're alright at the moment. Alright, so Tickfinity. Come on. There we go. So that's connected. Alright, so now at least I'll hear people as they join and they chat. So that's something. Alright. Yeah, we shouldn't really be carrying the wire on me and stuff like that. So we've given it plenty of time for that worm to disappear. So hopefully he's disappeared and he's gone off looking elsewhere. And we'll get here and pick up the stuff that we actually put. Now if you leave it here for long enough, it will just dissipate back into the ground, so it kind of blows away. So you've got to be fairly quick, don't want to leave it too long. Now there are a lot of changes that have gone in since I've played in January, so kind of I've got to kind of figure that out. Like I say, it's we've got some stuff here we don't need to be carrying as well. So we'll drop that in there and we'll pick these up. Now hopefully, because I'm not going absolutely crazy, I'm hoping the worm will kind of move on a little bit. There was a time when the worms were going pretty crazy around here when you went for the flower sand. It used to be that you could go here as long as you wanted, and then they changed that, so I don't know why. They just made it a lot more difficult, so we've just got to be a bit more careful. There's the worm, so quickly get out of this. I don't think he gives you as long as he used to when he looks. Look, he's already dived in there. Usually you can, or it used to be, that you could look at him and then get in your ship, but yeah, he's moving pretty quick these days by the looks of it. So we'll just give him a minute, let him go again, and then we'll look to jump straight back in there again to get the rest of the flower sand. We've got to get all this flower sand. We've got to make some silicon, so you know we do need it. Alright, let's go down. This is what's kind of slowed things down a little bit, I think, is getting the flower sand. You used to be able to make hundreds of thousands of silicon blocks, and it's a fairly important component, you know, of most of the things you make. So I guess they were kind of, the devs thought maybe it was just too easy, not enough of a challenge. So what do? They make the worms more aggressive, and then instead of losing your ship like you used to, now you get your ship back. So yeah, why didn't they just return it back to as it was? Then they wouldn't have to screw around with all the rest of the back end of stuff. But there's the worm, so we've got to be quick again. Now it used to be you had to be above 500 meters, so let's just see if that's changed. Ooh, he's there. He's definitely there. Now we did start one of the quests, as you can see, Secrets of the Past, so we have started one of the new quests. The only reason I'm doing this now is because somebody decided they wanted to try and glitch some NPCs into my base to get destroy my fief and take it. So I think when they've changed the rate in which power was consumed, I think today when they did it, they seem to have made it so that all of your power just disappears instantly. So everyone's bases are down. So if anyone's listened to this and they play Dune Awakening and you've got a base, get yourselves on fast as you can, because it seems to me like all the bases were powered off. It sounds to me like they made another screw up is what they did basically. Yeah. What am I doing? Oh yes, I want to do a quick drop. There we go. I'm picking this up before I start hitting it again because it seems to me that I get more out of it, if you like, because the worm takes longer to come. So I don't know, it just seems to be working for me at the moment, so we'll just keep on doing it. And of course you've got to go to the front. I'm just going to jump in this. I knew he was on his way. They didn't used to do a U-turn, are they, like that? That's interesting, that's new. So we're good. Say he's looking for me. I'm the only person here at the moment, I believe. Alright, let's take it down. We're going to move to another harvest site anyway. I'll pick these few up that we've got. I always thought it'd be a good idea if they allowed you to use a harvester for this, but I guess that didn't ever happen. Not much here, is there? I could put a thumper down, but I think that just draws more attention, I think. Unless they've fixed it. We'll just let him come. Looks like somebody else was harvesting over there. Everyone's probably doing the same thing as me now, trying to get their bases powered back up, and you need silicon, so... We got plenty of water, you know. Streaming.
Yeah, you left your phone.
Alright, cheers. We got 2 here now. Let's go to another one, I think. Damn, he was quick. Yeah, they've made it do a kind of a U-turn on it now. Didn't used to do that. So they've changed that anyway. Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, they definitely do a U-turn now. That's different. go to our next area now.
Yo,
Hey! Appreciate it, Junicum. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Nice to have you aboard. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think we'll try the one a little bit closer over there. I'm just wondering if the worm can get to this one. There used to be one over by the hammer a long time ago you could get to, and the worm couldn't get you. So I don't know, maybe they've changed it, I don't know. But that looks like it's on drum sand anyway. That looks dodgy. That looks really dodgy. Of course there is. Of course there's a sandstorm coming. And that worm is right behind you. Alright. Let's go back to base with what we've got for now. We'll drop this off, bearing in mind that now they activated the power. I reckon something went wrong, because I had 15 days of power yesterday, and then logged in this morning and someone was trying to steal my base because the power was down. And I think that's kind of going to be across the board. I think when they've re-enabled the power not to be like going down half the speed, I don't know, it just seems very odd to go from 15 days to nothing.
Thanks for the follow.
Ah, appreciate the follow. Thanks a lot. Is that Drunicum? Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I have a feeling that they did something anyway, because for it to go from 15 days of power to nothing, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know. Anyway, we'll process what we've got, create some silicon. Like I said, we've got loads of water, but all of these extra power generators I had to put in because obviously when I went come in this morning there was no power and kind of screwed me over, but that's alright, we'll get back on form. We're just about here for this one, so we're okay. Alright, what we want to do, I want to put the silicon into one of these so at least it can be used straight away. So we go to the salt and then we can just transfer all this over. Nice and easy. Now I don't think I've got enough power for both of them to run, but we'll soon find out. I'll just fire it up and just see where it goes, see what happens. No. We're just about off. I mean, I could, I suppose, but I don't think we really need to. Alright, let's get these silicon made. And while that's cooking, we will go and get some more batteries, because they are going to be the next resource we need. I was pretty shocked that people were still trying to do the NPC hack where they can get them inside your fief. I mean, I am very close to an NPC base and my fief is right there, but I thought they'd fixed that, so I don't know. Maybe they hadn't, huh? I reported it anyway. That's how I lost everything last time, was to people exploiting mechanics which shouldn't be exploitable, and I thought that I really did genuinely think they'd fixed it, but obviously not. So if people are still trying it, it still works. Or he was just chancing his luck. Either way, still trying to exploit. And it's people like that who think they're doing no harm that basically screwed this game over when it came out. So I'm sorry, but you're going to use exploits and cheats, then I think you should be banned anyway. No excuse for it. And whether they're hurting for numbers or not right now, you know, Funcom should still be strict on the banning and make sure people are kicked off. Anyway, I've noticed a few bases are out of power. I'm certainly not going to exploit anything to try and get their gear. I think earn it. That's the whole reason I came back, was to earn it again, you know, and rebuild myself back up. Don't use exploits on No Man's Sky. I'm not going to use exploits on Dune Awakening. I don't do it. What's the point in playing then? You're just sinking your life into a game that, you know, you can beat easily because you can cheat. So what's the point? Wow, it's back up to 28 degrees in my office again today. It's warm. It's been nice. We've had a couple of days rain, but now it's just very humid. Good old Ireland. Gotta love it. So yeah, we'll just do this battery run, get a bunch of batteries. At least then we can start making some fuel. I do like you don't have to use the radio metal all the time to change seats. I do like that. I'm very, very pleased that they did that finally. Well, we were asking for long enough, right? I mean, I was there on the beta and we told them so many times things that we needed. Just weren't interested. But now, because it's coming to PlayStation 5, you've got to make it right. You've got to get it good. Yeah. Fucker communities has been there since the start and played the game. Well, saying that, that's why I left and had 8 months off. You know. There's also a lot of exploiting where people are copying fucking Solari and stuff and just making money and copying Spice, and it just made the whole game kind of like, what's the point, you know? I mean, the market was so screwed because people had been duping stuff. Jack, hello! Mr. Jake the Snake, how are you? Nice to have you aboard today. I'm just having a little play on here because I heard that they turned the power back to normal speed, so I figure I'll just power base up.
And Rusty, no dab, no Jibbu V, parrot V.
I'm good, man. Joking, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Is that Russian? I don't know, I don't understand it. Sorry, brother. We'll have to turn that translator on. Let me have a look. It has been a while since you were last here. Where you been, bro? Everything okay? You doing all right? Mortal Shell 2. Oh man, I love the Lake District. But you see, what you got at the Lake District, I've got right outside my door. So I'm kind of happy with that, you know. Ireland is like Lake District, really. I kind of have. The injury to my left arm, the bone's kind of it's calcified itself to another part of the bone, so they've allowed me to drive again. So yes, I've been working. I was off this week because we had visitors. But yeah, I'm back to work, man. Fully back on. Loving it. Puts you right back in that mental state where I need to be, you know? Being off for so long really just doesn't do me any good. I like to be working. And it wasn't just that. Ooh, Becky. Hang on a second, why isn't that translated? And this should all be translated. Dee 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 dee. Yeah, I like Bene Gesserit myself. I do like Bene Gesserit, honestly. Yeah, Lake District's nice. It is, to be fair. And I do my Bene Gesserit as well. My skills, I use a little bit of Bene Gesserit, but not all the way. I kind of mix my Swords Master up as well. I like to mix and match. I like to spread my skills across, so I'm not just really good at one thing, you know? I'm going to have to go back down to our base, because this is not looking like a good spawn spot anymore. It used to be. I used to find loads of batteries and power where I am, where my base is here. But not right now. Hike, eat, drink and repeat. Are you camping out as well, are you, Jake? Are you camping, or are you staying in the little... I guess the little places they got to stay, there's not much as it is. If you depends on where you are, I guess. Got plenty of B&Bs. I knew there was one here, I just wasn't sure where it was. Yeah, so I was playing this game way back in the beta. So I was. Long time ago, and then I had an 8-month break, and now I'm back. But you can see, my skills do go across Bene Gesserit, part of, but I also like my Sword Master, so I'm kind of a bit of both. Also, I used to really enjoy using my rifles as well. You staying in an inn? Hey, what the hell? There's a couple of lakes, actually, when you get out there. They've got like this... water skiing that's on like a big pulley. It's great fun. It's great fun. Hold on, I need to check something. Just give me a second. Yeah, okay, nice. Oh my life, that's crazy. Buttermere first day. How long are you doing Buttermere for? 3 or 4 days, or are you just staying there for a day or two and then hiking around it? That's some pretty serious hiking up there, though. Although I still have to say, I still kind of have a love-hate relationship to the Pennines, but you know, they're for, should we say, military reasons? Yeah. Unfortunately, my body is wrecked now. Can't do that kind of stuff anymore. Can't walk that far now. Not my hips. My hips! My hips are shut! That's me carrying, you know, 60, 70, 80 kilo freaking couple of shoulder straps for miles and months. The best days of my life, you know me? But that's okay. Yeah, nice boots. Yeah, you got to have decent boots, man, if you're going for it. You do. You know what's funny? All the boots I've ever owned in my life, the best boots actually I had was a pair of high-tech boots, believe it or not. Yeah. You got high-tech. That's the best pair of boots I've had. They're like wearing slippers. They're amazing. And I remember when I was a lad, high-tech was the cheap crap, you know, and they actually do nice boots now as well. Yeah. I guess because they got some contracts going. That's what it'll be. That's how they do them better. Because they were kind of very middle-of-the-line, low, cheap stuff, really, high-tech was. Back when shoes were a thing. You know, we all had high-tech then because they were cheap and cheerful. But now, they're apparently the thing everyone wants, especially the boots. You check them out. I didn't have tippy toes or anything, just proper hiking boots. And they were so comfortable. Like, hiking suits, it was wonderful. Yeah. Still got it on me. I bet they're like 30 years old now. I know, I'm a bit old, I don't like go so good. And then boots as well, so I did them for mine. Cool, right. Now I'm going to start making some bloody fuel. Right, what good storage on there. Alright, well, we've got a choice here. I can pause this one. Let's turn the power off that for a minute. And let's power this one. And start making some fuel in this one. Let's get some industrial grade to start with. Stream's a bit stuttery, is it? That's weird. Damn. Okay, let's have a look at the reason for that, shall we? Is it the video that's stuttery? Or is it the voice that's stuttery, Jake? Let's get this on here for you. 1 second. Thanks, appreciate it. Have a good day, buddy. Good. Nice to have you there on TikTok. Is it the voice or the image that's stuttering, friend? Because if you tell me which one it is, I'm going to fix it. Let me shoot it. Let's look. Okay. So the voice, I'm just wondering if I'm using the condenser mic, but I have a fan blowing its ass on right now because I want it. We had this moment of respite 2 days where it started to drop below 20 just for a little bit. And now it's rocking 28 in my office, and now it's humid and hot and sticky, and I need my fans on. You know how it is. Weather can't make its bloody mind up, you know. Right, now we can get our power up. Then we get them both going. Bam! Now we've got fuel, now we've got power. Now we can get everything working. Alright. The main base is running out of power in 14 hours. 14 hours! Oh my god! Yeah, whatever. This is the only base up now. I don't bother with this in the desert anymore. There's no point. No point at all. Or as far as I can tell, there's no point. Maybe there is. I don't know. But all of these can now be moved to the new home now. I think I get this area up here kind of closed off. It's where my spare Jennies are. And I'm thinking that, given how quickly the power died out and how I had to freaking save it again, I think I might extend it slightly. Because this is my spare power agency, and now shut them off. They don't need to work. This is my emergency fuel. Don't worry, this won't completely screw my car or fix my power issue, but it will give me some time to sort fuse things out, so make some large ones and top them off. These we, in case of emergency, hit the button, you know? That's what we're using for. So it's going to go away, so I'll squeeze myself through the gap over this way. There we go, right now it's on off. I'd like to be able to disable these completely, because if I come back any time and things are offline, then I just have to enable them real quick. Today it took a little bit of time because I figured out how to get myself some power, but at the same time stop this guy from nicking all my stuff, so yeah, wasn't fun. Wasn't fun, there was a bit of pressure, I was a bit pissed off. Right, so that's them off now. As you can see, we're fine for power at the moment. We do need to turn these off as well. I'm hoping I can turn these off. I need all these generators just for all the walls, all the lovely walls you see. I need a lot more. I mean, I could probably potentially shut a few of those off. So yeah, I don't need any of these when I've got power. I might need them, that's for sure. So I just fit them right away, you know, but it's time to save them. Now we can move these. So what I'm thinking is, at the moment that room kind of is squared off there because of all the water tanks above, but I don't see why I can't use this area here and extend from there. So I think that's pretty well do. Let's moist that. And then what we're going to do, I think, is we build off here. Actually, you know what? I should be able to. Let's look at the sets. I think I should go with some of my copper set, which is this one, tradies. So let's use it stuff. Because it's kind of over the adjacent room, so let's just moist that one there. And then we'll continue building this over here. I've got a lot of wasted space. You know, there's space I can use to and if I need space for power, then this is probably a really good spot to put it. It's just going to be hidden away, you know, it's going to be my little oh shit, and how kind of get back in power up. And that'll do. And then we'll put a wall there. I think stairwell there actually would be good. Just put a stairwell like there. And I think the rest of that's going to shut off. I mean, obviously got this to a door. Let's have a look. Let's make this door like this. Shall we? I think that'd be best. Yeah. It's not really very trees, is it? It's very chum stuff out. Let's go like that. Let's let trade, let's just stick for tree stuff. That's what we'll do. We'll put that there. If we stand here, just depends on where the other one's facing, right? So let's go for this here. No, this is better if I do this one this way. Oh, for goodness sake, stop. What we'll do is move the jennies that are here. These two movies upstairs. That's what we'll do. Move them along here. Shit. My fault. Okay. Alright, so I need to put them in this order. Yeah. Okay, so all there, I'll move all of them up there. See, these are nice like this one could run straight along the line and parry the back up. Like in most cases. So I think it's what I'm going to do. Because I was in a kind of safe panic when the guys were walking by. I was trying to save my face. I'm like, oh shit, I was better to stuff. So this will be my backup power like generators. I'll turn on there, we turn on, and then my power back up. That's really nice. Two more places like this, which I think is the edge of the wall, I think. That wasn't nice much, but that was the second time someone used that exploit problem. That's why I quit playing into it. Because we used that same exploit, exact same exploit. Nice, so we can go up, but we don't do much more than the fuck things. Watch that. We'll look at that. We'll look at the same. Okay. Yeah, okay, so let's it's just all here, shall we? Doesn't matter what you want to do. Oops. Alright, so we got all of these places as well. Oh, I can get a description across where it's taken. Maybe that'll work if I can move them, maybe? There's enough room on the side of the wall. Is there any way on it? Yeah. Okay, okay. We'll leave it off now, back anyway. There's a door at the top so we don't get to it even if it goes off. That's closed off for it. Probably should protect my stuff as well, right? Oh, yeah, because obviously now people are using that again. Then I need to be able to protect my stuff. So let's. Alright, sorry about that. Work telling me what's on next week. That's all good. Right, so let's move this baby out of harm's way. That's what we need to do. We move it over here, and that's literally out there now. You can't exploit more. Jesus Christ. No, actually, I'll go down there. There's an extra. Every single day. We can't drive slowly on the way. Right, there we go. We now have a secure position for my power and for my stuff. So you can't just raid it in and destroy it by fact. I go on there and actually destroy this. Because I don't need it. Unless I need to go out there, there's a requirement for it. So my stuff doesn't contain it. I can't take my stuff. So basically, when anybody has to theory, they can get anything from it. So, it's my fault. I thought that would fix it. Obviously, so that's what we'll do. Leave it there now. You know, I can't get my stuff thief and the power safe there. I don't think there's a way from this side. I don't think I did. What it looks like. Looks like it's here. All that power generation says, so it's good. Alright, we've got okay, let's just check the power here, see if we can meet. We'll send it all to fact. I don't think we'll do that way. I'll leave that power. Let's see if I can just doesn't matter if it's still it makes no difference. I'm just keep on wrapping these. That's true. Start that, wrap there. There you go. Switch, let it flip. Let it flip. Good. Alright, look at these and for a start, I'll just pop on that. Let it be used. Okay, just transfer that as well. That's how to drop sort of that. And yeah, well, apparently that's going to go first time. I don't think I need to draw out there, that's sort of there. But I think it just automatically put that out. Just checking. Alright, so that's all 3 days now. We have one there. That was good. I haven't used small ones yet, so I can quickly that's what I want to do. We've got a small arrow, I'm going to use the high quality industrial wood. We'll take this, we'll take that storage, and we'll continue this. That's going to be a lot of something like that. Well, it's nice to down. We'll be back to some cooking here. Now, if I'm rightly, fuel cells were kind of abundant because there's a lot of places there for fuel cells. Also, there's now a fuel extractor now. I think machine so look. This one trying to go well. Yeah, naturally, so what we use it. Let's go to Redis. Alright, sign up this Redis now. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll turn both off. So now what we'll do is we just want fuel cells. Yeah. How do you find fuel cells? Like. Okay. Why? So 1 second, do it like this. Right, so why? And it's up, again. Sometimes I just work, this one out. Right, so middle, and then we just see, who does. Okay, well, I'm going to go do the presentation. I'm going to go do the so there'll be some close. Do that after you anyway. But I also take yourself into what yeah. We're going to go we go. We've got stairs. We've got straight to the station. And so there's only say more fuels. Heavy. Okay, we can transform the difference. So that is amazing. We're making Max 6 cutter array. We're making Max 6 cutter array. Take one power this. Do this. Let's see. But that was good. So let's do that now. That's the only way to make it. So I'll hold the camera now. Now, generally I will take my one of these words. Sorry, I'll take it now. But sometimes the voice is too difficult. It will take time. But today's story comes out. So I can think of this now. You can can't do it. And I'm going to let this one. I think it's mostly late. See, so this one. This chapter. It's also known. I'm sure the Bible next time for the first one. I'm sure I'm just choose the word. It is. See, I'm sorry. Oh man, yeah, I'm feel. I think it's going to be she's almost happened. Yeah, wish. I'll hold on off. So yeah, so she's on. So cheers. Where is it? Shoot. It's on yours. Yes, it. How do you feel? How do you feel? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. It's people value yourself. What is what better than that? Can we back down? No. No, I just want to go forward. So, you just said you. No, no, just. That's good. I'm going to go. I'm going to shit. I'm going to go. No. So, yeah. And just not trying to. Yeah. Okay. Right. Do that. So, you go. So, you guys like this is I know it's again. That's what we get. We can but yeah, so. You just go. You just go. Actually, yeah, do it. I know you get it. It's actually better than all the stuff you do. I don't know if you do it. Yeah. Yep. So you can't do it on the snake drop. That's what I did. Maybe drop it. This one. And you can get it. I think it's more than that. This one. So I made two. This one again. Yeah, see that. Where is my five? I don't know. How's the rest of the story? I think it's this is not. It was not. It was not. It was not. It was not.